Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on the country that you are in. I'm a trader from Kenya with 5 years experience. I'm here today. This is my first time recording any video about trading. And that's because I have been trading for 5 years and I have the skills. I want to share them to people who need them. Here on TikTok. And I believe this will help someone to move forward in their trading journey. Okay. I'm screen recording. I believe that will make work even easier. So this is a chart on Bitcoin, a 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. Today I'm just going to show you my strategy that I use after jumping from one strategy to the other through my trading journey. The strategy that I use is not a common one because it's mine. I am the one who structured it. I'm the one who built it based on what I believe in and what I've seen with my experience over the years. So this is the strategy. I use indicators and technical analysis. So I'll just analyze this chart with you guys. For my analysis to be smooth, I'll start by inputting my indicators first. So the first indicator that I use is RSI. RSI. I know some intermediate traders will start making noise because I'm using indicators, but I want to assure you that you're still learning and keep learning. So indicators, I'll go to, I think RSI is under, it is RSI, under oscillators. RSI, period 14, apply to close. Pixels, you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. So I use 2. Levels 30 and 70. Time frame all. Just set to default. You can just press set to default. That would I use. Save. My RSI is here already. Then the next indicator that I use is ADX. As you can see, this strategy is not the common one that you guys know. So ADX, period 14, style and everything just set to default, but add level 20. Levels here, add 20. Just come here under levels, add 20. This thing is disturbing me, but under levels and in ADX add 20. Then you're done. Save. This is my ADX. I'm sure you can see it, but it's not supposed to be on the. Okay, I think I did some mistake. Let's delete the ADX. I put it on the same window with RSI. Let's delete the ADX. Come to main chart, then input your ADX. That is just it. ADX will be here. I'm done. So let me explain my strategy. My strategy is very simple. Let's start. This is how I trade every day. I come to the monthly chart. Because I want to trade within a month, I concentrate on the one monthly candle. For example, we're in August right now. It's just coming to an end. But let's just use it because that's the most recent monthly candle we have. I come to August. No, I have not added period separators. I also use period separators. Let me add period separators. You press on the screen, come on these 3 arrows, the 3 lines with circles inside them. This one, press it, come to show period separators. Do that, then you're done. We have these lines. Let me show you. These lines here. these lines here, these ones, these are the period separators. These ones here, these ones are the period separators. They separate between one period to the other. Good. The reason why I need them is because I trade based on time. I need to know which week I am in and what's happening within the week, which month I'm in, which day I'm in. Yeah. So if you want to know the month that you're in, you come to daily chart. Daily chart, from here to here, will show you what's happening within the month. Within this month, we just add the price, going up and down. There's no clear movement. But you can see this is the previous month. This one. This is month 1, this is month 2. This was July. This is August. That's coming to an end very soon. Then from there we'll have September somewhere here. This will be September, right? That is monthly. Then weekly, you come to H4. Weekly, you come to H4. From here to here, that is 1 week. All right. This is this week. This is what is happening within this week. Right. Then for daily, you come to H1. You come to H1 for daily. From here to here, that is a day. For today is from this is yesterday, this is today. So whatever price action you are seeing today, this is what has happened today so far. By the end of the day, we'll have the price terminating at this end. So that is what we call period separators. I hope that's very clear. Then, so let's go to the strategy proper. The strategy, I'll explain the indicators one by one. We all know the RSI. The RSI is a momentum indicators. Ideally, the way people know it, if it crosses below 30 and comes back in, you buy. If it crosses above 30 like this and comes back in, you sell. That is for everyone. That is for every layman there and whatever. But for me, as people who understand the market, RSI will just show you that the trend is coming to an end. It doesn't mean that the trend will reverse. It means that the trend is waning. The trend is losing its momentum. Yes, sometimes RSI, like this time here, RSI can come up to here, up to about 70 and come down, and the trend changes, as you can see. The trend changes. But it doesn't have to change every time. It can just mean that we are going to have a pullback, like this place here. Like this place. It came below 30, came back in, and we just had a pullback. Then we continued. Okay? Mainly that's why I use it. Just for pullback, then we continue. Okay? So let me explain something. This is a trend. 1, 2. That means that there's a trend. RSI, the moment RSI closes above, for example, this is an uptrend, so it means we are looking for 70, above 70. It means that, for example, if this trend was in H5, M5, it means the moment the RSI closes above 70, it means we are still control the trend H5, M5, M2. So the new trend is formed in 2015. I don't know whether you are listening or not. Okay, let's see. Let's see one example. I have an example on GBP USD. On GBP USD, you can see we have a minor trend here. Let me just use the minor trend. This is the minor trend. I'm sure you guys don't know that this is a trend. Those people just started. Those 3 candles are the trend that we're having, the minor trend that we're having. So let's look at H4. H4 has the clearer trend now. There's this, we have this, this, and that. There's a trend already. But how did this trend form? Let's now get the story about this trend formed. Let's now get the story about this trend formed. Before we saw this pushback, as you can see, I had some pending orders there yesterday that didn't pick because the market missed me by a whisker. I had a pending order here, but the market didn't reach there. The trend was in H1. Alright? The trend was in H1. The market was trending this way. Right? Let's even use this one. This was the trend on H1. Then we saw this big pullback. What caused this big pullback is because the RSI went below 30, then came back up. So the trend initially was on H1, but due to the RSI pulling, coming below, due to the RSI coming below 30 and going back, the trend now is no longer on H1. The trend is on H4. Let's see it together. Let's just mark that place. This is the trend here. This is where the trend was. Okay? This is an H1 trend. But the RSI, as you can see, crossed up. Let's see what happened to the trend after that. Let's go to H4. Oh, it's not writing again. Let's go to H4. You can see. Alright? You can see that pullback. I hope you can see very clearly. There was RSI closing below 30 in H1. And you have that pullback. That pullback means that a new trend is starting on H4. I hope I'm very clear. Let's go to H1 again. We are done with the first pullback. Let's see what the second pullback is. Then we waited for a while. This is the second pullback. It's coming like this, and we are having this trend on H1 again. And the RSI went below 30 again and came back. Then we had this pullback. This action of RSI going below 30 and coming back means that the trend, this smaller trend that we are having here, is no longer on H1. We are going to have a pullback on H4. Let's go to H4. Let's see. Let's go to H4 and see. Where is it? That is the pullback on H4. Then we had the market coming down. I'll get better with time. This is my first time on explaining. This is my first time. But if you have questions, just ask them. I'll answer. I don't think there's anything in the market that I cannot answer. I'll answer you. I don't think there's anything in the market that I cannot answer. I'll answer everything. I'm done with the side. That's the only thing I use it for. To know that the trend is changing from H1 to H4. But people who don't know what a trend is, let me show you what a trend is. Let's see. Weekly. This is the weekly. We have two candles here. 1, 2. Those two candles alone are forming a trend on D1. They are not trend. They're not a trend. There's no trend there in H1, but there is a trend on D1. Let me put the lines so that we don't miss what I'm trying to say. So that is the beginning of the trend. That's where the first candle on the weekly is. Let's look at the end. Let's look at the end. The end of those candles. So this is the end of the second candle, and kind of the end of the trend. Let's look at the daily. We'll see where the trend is. You don't say that the trend is anywhere. The trend, you first start with the highest time frame where there is candles. Then that will help you knowing where the real trend is. You come to the day. The daily we can see very well that this is why we have the trend. Trend is when the market, oh, trend is when the market pulls up, comes back down, then pulls up. That's an uptrend. A downtrend is the opposite. Pulls down, comes back up, then pushes down. That is a downtrend. So in this case, the moment the market went up, came down and pushed up, that was a trend. It came down again, pushed up, that was a trend. It came down again, pushed up, that was a trend. That's a downtrend, which is ending. We are having a pullback. We don't know whether it's going to reverse or just pull back. That is where the trend is. Don't come and say that the trend is in F4. No, the trend is on D1. Don't come and say the trend is anywhere else. No, it's on D1. So when you are looking for a breakout, you come and look for a breakout on D1, not on H4. You don't come and look for a breakout anywhere else. You look for a breakout on D1. You look for a breakout on D1, not on H4. And as you can see very clearly, you already have the breakout here. So we don't know whether it's just a pullback like this, and the trend will go up, but I'll tell you how to know. Or it's something that's going to go this way, up to down. We don't know, or even reverse the entire one. We don't know. But for now, we know that the trend is changing. There's a pullback. It doesn't mean that the trend. Okay, we are having a downtrend, the beginning of a downtrend. It doesn't mean that the trend is reversing totally. We'll know that with time. Okay, so let me just explain the concept of RSI again. We are seeing on D1 where the trend is. On D1 where the trend is, the RSI came and entered below 70. That's where the literature say that you should sell, but you can sell probably here, then the market comes down and gets you out. That's why you don't use RSI that way ideally, because it doesn't mean that, like I said before, it doesn't mean that the market has reversed. It means that the trend has lost its strength and is supposed to pull back. It's supposed to pull back. It can pull back and go up like this, or reverse all the way. But you cannot say, you can just decide that the market is reversing because the RSI went above 30 and came down. No. So I'm done with the RSI. I'm going to ADX. For ADX, the green one is for buying, and the red one is for selling. Okay, I guess I want to believe I'm right. Not I'm right, I'm clear, because I'm right obviously. The moment the green one crosses above 20, you buy the market, you sell. It happened. This is one of the most accurate indicators I know. Then the moment the red one crosses above 20, you sell the market, like this. So why don't I just use it alone? Because sometimes there are indicators and then there's market. You have to know the market structure first, then use the indicators to follow the market, right? You have to know when to sell and when to buy. So let me just give an example of how to do it. I want to repeat on ADX. The moment the market closes above 20, you buy. The moment the market closes the moment the green one, this one here, this one closes above 20, you buy. The moment the red one, this one, I don't know whether it's orange or red. The moment it closes above 20, you sell. And just write B here, you buy. For this, you sell. Thank you. For that, you sell. already here for me. Oh, I was struggling for no reason. The pen is here. Let's see this place. Let's see for example in this trend. In this trend here. This one. Let's see how we would have traded it if we were to be trading. If we were to trade, how would we have traded this? The trend, we know very well that the trend is on D1, the guy said. You wait for a pullback where the trend is on D1. Then go to H4 and execute. Go for oh, TikTok. Whether you have an account or about Nigerian movie clips, you can go and watch it. I'll give you them later. So, for example, let's look at the last one. The market went up, then we had this pullback. Yeah, we had that pullback, then the market went up. Let's see how we would have gotten into that move. Let's see how we would have gotten into that move. So let's go to H4, where we are going to take our trade. On H4, here, you see, the green one got in at this point, the green one got in at this point, and we bought, and we earned money. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another pullback. This pullback here. Let's look at this pullback. This small pullback. Yeah. This one here. Okay. That pullback. It's below where it entered. You know, I rode that move up. Let's look at that pullback. How it happened. We go to H4. One time frame below the trend. That's what we take our trade. This is the market went in. The market went in. We earned. Bad ball. Take your profit. Ideally, if you take profit here at the top, you get in at the bottom. Stop loss, put at the top there. Here, stop loss there. Enter. Get out at the top with the risk of at least 1 to something, 1 to 1 point or 2. You don't just trade. Just trade. What? People texting. Where's Telegram? I think I should just leave some Telegram groups. So that's how I trade. I think today I've jumbled them up, but if you have a question, just be specific with the question that you have. I'll answer them. Yesterday, I wanted to take a trade here on that pullback. I trade with that. That's just an overview, but I have more details on what I trade with. I trade with the fair value gaps. I trade with the mitigation blocks. I trade with order blocks. I trade with any strategy that you know. Strategy that I know it. Yes, I know it. You can ask me anything about it. Any strategy, you know. What? I know it. Just ask me anything about it. I'm not that good at teaching, but I'm good if you consult me. Come with the question and ask me. Whether you're a beginner or you will be advanced, or come with the question, I'll answer you correctly and you'll learn money. Thank you. Wait for the next video. I'll update you when.